Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of nothing new, but it's going to be a very glam, glowy type of look. So I'm just going to be using products I have already and everything, and I'm still testing a few out, but they're not new to me. So let's go and get started. I got my brows done, so I don't have to worry about that. So for primer, I'm going to be using a version of it. So let me go ahead and put on my e.l.f. Sun Glow Touchable and then with that. Even though I'm not going outside, this is a very good glowy type of sunscreen and everything. And even though I'm not going outside, I still want to put some sunscreen on. Even inside, you still gotta do sunscreen. And this gives you a nice glowy type of version of a beautiful sunscreen. It does not give you a white cast, anything like that. It does has a little tint to it, but they do have this shade and a deeper shade, just in case you guys are deeper than me. So, and this is one of the best sunscreens besides the Supergoop, which I have tried before. Right now I'm doing the Innisfree one, which I really do love too, has no white cast. This is good for like a primer or a sun protection. They have another one supposed to be pore filling like this, but I tried it and it's not good to me. I feel like that it's very like too matte and it really does not help with the pores. My version, so I like this one right here with, like I said, a little glow, a little bit I use on its own as a primer. I don't have to put extra primer if I don't need to. And I have tried that before, and this works really good as a primer. So, yeah, it's personally for me one of my best sunscreen that I really do enjoy and all that. So, but for primer, I'm going to be using this one, the Sun She Glam Birthday Suit Primer. I'm not using this for a while. It's supposed to be a nice pore filling type of primer. And everything's, I'm going to use this and this, and that way it kind of like double up on primer too. So I'm going to go ahead. It's very smooth, very creamy. And I do put some down my neck, always. But I think it's a very good primer for this occasion. Let me go ahead and get something right my hands off because it's kind of feeling a little greasy with sun care. It's not greasy, but with sunscreen and my skincare that I put on before this. So yeah, I'm trying to. But yeah, very good primer and all that. So for the glowy part, I'm going to be trying, I've already tried this, but this is my second time, maybe my third time trying it. And it is the Lumi Glow Tint from L'Oreal. I got my shade in, what is it, 120 Natural. So this is supposed to be a very glowy version. To me, I don't think it was. Like I said, I don't think I did a review on this. Actually I did do a review on this. To me, it wasn't that glowy, and most people think that it was. It does give it a glow, don't get me wrong. But it's that one natural glow that works really well, that does not make you look like a what you want to call it, like grease ball, anything like that, or like you got really Tin Man. That's what it's called. You don't look like a Tin Man, okay? You do look glowy. It has that nice glowy balance, but I do recommend people have oily skin. I don't you know, you probably wouldn't like this because of the amount of glow it has. It may make you look more glowy than you want to look, but for dry people, this is a great medium, nice kind of like in the medium type of glow. It's not too much, it's not too little, but someone that's oily skin and used to have oily skin, I really did not go for like glowish type of formula because I was scared that it might end up being too glowing. I might end up look too oily greasy. But for this, it gives you the right amount of glow if you have dry skin. If you really into that glowish type of look. So I personally like it, and I think it's a good tint. It does not do it does a little bit of coverage, but not like a full type of coverage that will cover everything. Like for me, it looked like my skin, but more a healthier type version of my skin. So yeah, depending on what you like, it depends on what you want and what type of makeup you want. You might like this, and if you're dry, you might like even more, and you may think it's not that glowy. But like I said, it does give you that glow. To me, it doesn't look like a Tin Man or a grease or anything like that. Look like I have a very, oh, if you had thunder, we are under a tornado watch. Not tornado watch, but a thunderstorm watch. It is Monday when I'm filming this, so we are expecting to have bad weather. So you guys see, like, hear lightning or thunder or anything like that, it's because we are at that stage. It's like literally after 2, a little bit after 2:30, so I'm filming this, so it's like, yeah, at that point. Okay, then for bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I haven't used this for a while. This is a Pacific Sun Glow Bronzing Drop. I used to use this a lot. Feel like I'm halfway done with this. This is great for someone who wants like a bronzy type of thing. Use it as your moisturizer, use it as in your foundation. Use it as its own, as literally a bronzy drop, which I've done before, and I loved it like that. It was not too cool or too warm. It was perfect. It did give you that glow, and everything. And it does have vitamin C, so make sure you guys do use sunscreen, because I know that with vitamin C, it can make you get sunburn easier. So anytime you use any vitamin C, make sure you use a sunscreen, which I did. So yeah, this is something that I love, 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 love. I will just put some on my sponge, and it looks like this. Then I will just dot it around, and it may look bright. Once you blend it out, it gives you that beautiful, like, sun-kissed glow, like you've been out in the sun and got some tan type of thing. So I love it. I personally do like it, and I like using it this way. I mixed in with my foundation. I mixed in my moisturizer. I did all that mixing. It is beautiful as a bronzing. Like I said, it gives you that bronzy look. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like it, and it wasn't their favorite one. I know e.l.f. is a good one. I got the Physician Formula is a good one. But there really was not a big fan of Pacific one. But for me, I personally am. I like all 3 of them. I like the fact that you can put it in a moisturizer and you can mix in your foundation and things like that, because it's a beautiful thing, and I like the look of it. So yeah. Okay, next for cream, I decided to do the Halo Glow Beauty one, and this because I'm going to pair it with the NYX Sweet Cheek one I've not used for quite a while. It's a beautiful glowy blush, and for this time here, I think it would be perfect. So yeah. So let me go ahead and get this on. Plus, part my project pan, so I kind of want to get used to it. And this, I think, would be perfect for the color that I'm going for also. And that's the color you guys can see. So I do a little bit. And I get about that much. And I will just dot it on. Cover up when I want it to cover. Do a little bit more. And then blend it out. And then I'll take what's rest on my sponge. And just do a little blending. Like I said, it's a beautiful rosy type of sunburnt look. But again, beautiful. So that's that. And then for highlighter, I decided to use my, which I have it somewhere. I have it. Yes, the Imco Highlight and Glow. So again, this is one of those that is like the Charlotte Tilbury dupe and everything, but the glow is so beautiful. So this, I will put it on my cheeks, down my nose. Even though I'm going to put concealer, we're still going to be using that, but I have learned that once you put all this on the concealer, it kind of marinates everything to a point where it doesn't look bad. So again, I'm going to use the same sponge, and I'm just going to tap that in. You can see the glow. See how beautiful that is? Yes, don't worry, the concealer will be covering all this up. So I know I do got powder also, because just because you do a glowy look, and if you're definitely oily, please use powder. It will longevity the glow. It'll cover some of that up, and it won't look as glowy or as out there if you use some powder. So I'm going to be using concealer first. So I'm going to use the Rare Beauty. I really do like this. This eye brightener. I need to get the corrector from the formula. I don't know where the hell it went, but I need that because I feel like that I have powders to do underline to brightening my face. I mean, I have my I have a lot of them. I have the Kat McGrath one. I have the Vintage Formula. I have a lot of these that does what I want to do to brightening. And if you hear that, that's my husband's radio weather radio, which drive me insane, saying we are probably under a thunderstorm watch. So when that's happening, I'm filming. I know, funny, ain't it? Personally, I think it is, but you know, okay. So like I said, I like it, but I don't think I really need. I don't think it really does. I mean, it does help brightening. Don't get me wrong. But I need an actual, corrector to correct all these darkness circles that I do have, because I use very little of this. I don't use really that much because, again, it's not something that I need, and I have powders to help with this. So it kind of defeats the purpose of my eyes, doing what it needs to do. So, don't get me wrong, it does help a little bit, but I prefer the corrector over a brightening one. So, I'm going to be using my NYX because I know this is a full coverage and it's brightening and it works and it covers up my darkness. So, good thing I got clothes on because probably would be freaked out. And my phone just buzzed. Yeah. Sorry. Like I said, the weather is. Yeah. We got national warning, thunderstorm warning. So yeah, we're gonna be under thunderstorm warning. The funny thing is that my coworker, he actually working today. He works on Mondays, and when I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays. And I guarantee he's probably like, they're probably having a heyday over at my work, because anytime weather is acting like this, people go insane, and they will buy everything, and they will get freaked out, which I guarantee that's what they're doing, is freaking out. So yeah, my coworker and everybody there probably have a heyday dealing with this, and dealing with the fact that they're probably dealing with customers who are freaking out. And the thing about that is that I noticed that anytime bad weather have come this way, I'm off. So in a way, I'm glad I don't gotta deal with it, because it does like me be off, especially on Monday. I don't gotta be at work back until Wednesday. Even though I gotta go out tomorrow, and the rain is coming. So if you hear that again, it's part of our thunderstorm warning we're under. So like I said, you may hear a lot of thunder, you may hear a lot of rain. So don't mind that. Today it's just focusing on the video and doing this, and ignoring that, and having fun on my days off. Okay, so like I said, full coverage. I really do like that concealer. It really does work. I feel like that this is a lot better than the brightening one and all that. So now, like I said, and it actually did calm down the highlight and everything, so it's not as highlighting, as brightening as it would be. And for powder, like I said, I do have the e.l.f. brightening powder, the Halo Glow one in pink, which is my favorite one. And I did use the freaking, what is it? The other one, my original one, which I really want to get that back. I missed it. I truly do. It is the most beautiful one, and it does not mess up my skin. It does not look cakey or dry or anything like that. So I'm like, I really need to get it back, but I have so many loose powders and I need to get through this year. And the reason why I do Project Pan, reason why one of my ones I'm going to use all on my face is in my Project Pan, because I have so many I need to get through. So it's kind of like at that point where I want to get it, but I don't want to, because I want to get through what I have. So I'm at that stage. But I love this. It does so well. I need a lot of my concealers, and it does, like I said, this would help keep my face from, and it brighten up underneath my eyes. So it's like, part of me is like, do I really want to keep the Rare Beauty brightening under eye brightening concealer? Because like I said, I have this, I have other stuff that will help with brightening. So it's like, I don't know. So I've been using it. No, get me wrong. I love it. I'm using it. It's great. But I'm like, I have brightening powders that kind of do the same thing. And I really need a correcting one. The Resist Fulling one, which was the peach one, which definitely helped a lot. So yeah, this is the one I'm using, the Fenty Beauty one. This is in my, I think, daily Project Pan that I'm trying to get through. Like I said, this is me. I'm trying to get through all these freaking powders. And this does take down some of the glow. But you can see I still have some glow. So even though I'm using this powder, it's still, you know, it does not necessarily take down all that glow. Because between the glowing tint and the e.l.f. sunscreen, I still have that glow, and I still have that highlight. I have the bronzer, I have the blush. I mean, I still got glow around, but it's not like overwhelming, and it has calmed down. So yeah. Okay. So next, like I said, bronzer. So we're gonna do the bronzer. I'm gonna do a quick, simple, easy eye look, so it's not gonna be that complicated. But for bronzer, I'm gonna use, of course, my project pan. I am so close to the pan. I'm telling you right now. Guys, can you see the pan? I don't know if you can, but there is a pan. I see the rings of the damn pan. So I'm determined to get it done. Determined to hit the pan. Determined. Because I feel like the more I use this, the more I'm seeing it, and I can see like the dip and how low it's getting. So yeah, I like it. It's a very natural type of bronzer. It works for me. Does not look too much, too bronzy. It has that perfect bronzy. My husband's happy. When the weather acts like this, he's a happy camper. Because apparently he used to be a storm chaser, so anything he had to do with storms, thunderstorms, tornado, anything like that, he's on his computer having a blast. Tell him right now he is. That's his favorite thing when the weather acts like this. He goes all weather fanatic. But yeah, definitely see, like, I don't know, like, I really wish you guys could see. If I do it like this, maybe a little bit, you kind of see actually the pan. So you can see that little spot right here in the middle, and you see somewhat the extra line. That is where the pan is, and that's where I can see the pan, and that's where I know I'm getting that close to the pan. So it's getting there. It just taking forever. And I forgot to put my cream bronzer on. Oh well. Okay, so I was going to put my cream bronzer on, but never mind. Okay, so now I am going to put on the cheeks. So I'm going to put this on of my glowy cheek. I'm doing this quickly because, as you can see, this does enhance the glow. So you can get the glow back. It may take a little bit, but yeah, you got the glow. It's beautiful. And then for highlight, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. one, which is the old packaging is the shimmer highlight powder. I had this for a long time, but it's a beautiful, beautiful highlight. So it is. So that's the reason why I'm using it, because I love this highlight. Yes, I had it for a long time, but I like it, and I keep the stuff I like, whether it's old, new, not new. And again, this brings back the beautiful glow. So we're glowy again. Now, for eyes, like I said, I'm going to quickly do the eyes because I'm not, like I said, doing anything special. But why this is drying, because I have to let this dry for a few minutes. It's the Milani, of course, eye primer, which is my fave. This is my second tube, that's how you guys know. It took me a long time to get through the first tube, but I got through it. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry while I do the lips. So for lip, I'm just going to be using my Huda Beauty lip liner contour. And like I said, simple, easy, but okay, so there's that. And then, and my son's supposed to be coming home right now, so should be home by now. Then we're going to use the LA Color Lip Cream, and we're going to put a little circle on top. my hand right now. Okay, then for the sparkle topper of it, we're going to be using my e.l.f. Glow Revive Lip Oil in the shade Coated Candy Coated. It's a beautiful, beautiful shimmery light oil, you guys can see. And I think it'd be perfect on top. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, for the eyes, I'm just going to be using my shimmer. And then we're going to use the Pacifica one that I got. I have tried this. I wear it to work. I wear it off of work. And I'm telling you right now, the most beautiful eyeshadow single I've ever had. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this just a little bit. Because I like using the cream, and then I'm going to put that on top. Then I'm going to use the Vintage Section Fore Paint Pot by MAC in the shade, Vintage Selection, the Pro Paint Pot, which look like this in the corner of my eye. So, like I said, simple and easy. So let me find a good brush for this that I am not using. Gonna need to clean that lot of my brushes. Here come the rain. Like I said, you guys will be hearing a lot of this because it's at that point. But it's pretty on its own, but then you top it with the, I've been doing that, like I've been doing this, I've been topping the Patrick Tar on top because how beautiful it is. And it just like adds just some extra like sparkle and extra like gleam and all that. So like, yeah. So this, like I said, pretty is on its own, but then you take the lightest shade from this, the light one, and yes, it does have some fallout, which I haven't noticed. So what I do is I'll use my spray, and I'll just spray a little bit, get it all. Then I will take the top part of it, and this is called I'm with Horror. Take the top and make sure you take off the excess because, again, this does have a little bit of fallout, but I've noticed when I do this, not that much, and then you just put it on top. It kind of like I said, give that extra glow, and you do it to that good effect. You can see it gives that extra like gleam. Oh my god. I want to put this on every single eyeshadow. I topped on powder. I have topped it like this. It's just one of those freaking ones that you just cannot get enough of. And I understand why people went goo goo gaga over this because it is the most beautiful eye topper of all time. I don't have anything like this, but as you can see, it just gives that little hint of glitter glow. I mean, it makes me like want to be like, oh, I need to get the other ones. I'm so like next year, whenever I get my tax money, I am seriously at that point where I'm going to get probably a couple more shades, maybe another lighter shade that people have been talking about, which is like the light gold and silver or something like that. I'm going to use this right here as my inner corner. Because these are beautiful, yeah, but holy moly, that Patrick Tall one. So, now what we're going to do is that I am going to put something in my crease. So I find a good brush to do this with. So I'm just going to use my, this right here. I also use this as a freaking crease shade. Also helps too. Just to have something in my crease. Not to take away what I have. But just to have something in my crease. That's the only reason. Look. Oh, I love it. I truly do. Okay, so for I put on mascara, I'm going to put on some setting spray to set all this glowy stuff. Oh, you can see it is the most beautiful thing ever. I love it. Okay, then we're going to put on a little mascara. Then it'll be it for the glowy version of Nothing New. You can see I still got the glow. I still got the beauty. So we're going to put on this right here. I'm still testing out this one. I got in a kit, or last time I purchased some was Fore. It's the Too Faced Bend Sex Foreplay Primer. I tested with the regular Too Faced primer. Too Faced mascara. It worked so freaking well. I love it. Now I'm going to test it with another one that does not really do a good job. It does not really give it that oof like this does. So I'm going to see. I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes. And we're going to see if that one mascara will work with this. But we're going to let it dry. Now what I'm going to try with this one right here, the Last Splash Super Cloud Mascara from CoverGirl. It's okay. It does not really do a good job like lifting or anything like that. And I feel like that you have to constantly like build it up, which is fine, but only to a certain extent. So I'm going to let this dry, and I'm feeling that that might help. Because if it does great with the original Too Faced mascara, it might end up doing good with this one. So we will see, and that is the one. So we will see. Oh yeah, this is giving me a little more length, a little more separation, but not spidery, which I am not. I don't love spidery lashes. But this is doing something. Like, you could tell there is something there. Like, you could tell. It's okay. I don't think it did better than what it originally did without it, but yeah. Okay, so this is my final look. Doing a glowy version, nothing new, but glowy. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Enjoy me putting on some makeup that is not new, that is different than what I usually do, not test anything out, just using what I have and creating a beautiful glowy look. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and all that. And everything on my face will be down below in the description box also, so make sure you check that out. And I love you all. See you. don't mind that. I'll see you later. Till then, hope you guys are having a safe day. If you guys are dealing with this thunderstorm, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you guys stay inside, and make sure you guys, be careful if you have to go outside, because this is going to be bad today. So, be safe. Love you all. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye.